this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
1st down, Ravens.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And his carries tonight, they're getting. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. Two-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's the 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the delay, here's Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Carson, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are back within a score.
The extra point.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Dobbins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. He's got his man on the crossing route. Breaks free again. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That is caught at the 7. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 1st down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
Lamar Jackson.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Complete to Mark Andrews. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach, they're both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
For a Patriot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
From the 6. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Off play action, Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Harrison. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. They'll start with the option. fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's third down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Throwing is Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Fielded just inside the 30. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 43. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. So first and 10 now from the 30. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
23 yards the pickup there.
At the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, Newton. They will find Davis. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Carson, 28 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Dobbins. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 51.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This one caught by Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Carson. And bulldozing his way through. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Carson. That's good. More up.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Dobbins.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, and be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 14 yards, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Newton throwing again. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. A throw by Newton going to be caught by Harry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 13.
Throwing again is Newton. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Newton on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And that will cut this lead down to 13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. On this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Again, Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Newton on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Again, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots get a score closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw, Newton. Incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Newton's pass intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An option handoff here to Dobbins. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at his own 49.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A gain of 6 yards.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another run here with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.